seconds.
No, in the first 5 seconds.
Hello all. This is the This is the InfiniteSideQuests podcast. The man who just yelled fuck. Please introduce yourself.
My name's Tyler Decker, yo.
My name's
Yo.
Sam.
Alex here.
And Mike here. So this is our first podcast. We're gonna introduce ourselves a little bit and then just go from there. Kind of a spitballing session up in here. So
Up in here?
Yeah.
Up in here. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
Up in this bitch.
I want to go.
Move, bitch, get out the way. That's what I'm saying. Well, okay, so
Alright.
Mike, why don't you lead us off? Talk about yourself and favorite type of video games.
Alright.
Name 3 weaknesses and 3 strengths.
It's a straight up interview.
Hold on. Fire is good against grass, water's good against fire, and electric's good against water. Damn!
fire, earth, air. You gotta fuck one, marry one, kill one. Go.
Fire is such a bitch.
Fire is such a bitch.
Oh yeah. Oh, good stuff. But
That was really good.
Okay, I guess I'll start. I'm Mike Davis, and my favorite types of games are RPGs, mainly Final Fantasy, Ocarina of Time. I also love Gears of War. That's one of my top 3 of all time. Great games all around, and and it's been real nice
What do
playing
you guys
playing
been
new
playing
types of
lately?
games with all these guys in the InfiniteSideQuests.
Dude, how many games? What are you guys playing lately? You, Mike.
Well, me and Sam just did a Let's Play for Ocarina of Time, where
It was a good time.
where we raced against each other.
It was definitely. It started as a race, and it was a race the whole way through. We did keep that motif.
But Sam blew a dick.
Yeah, the first 3 temples for me.
No,
did-
you
Not
were
start
fine
well.
after that, honestly.
Yeah, like we were even after that.
You were like an hour and a half behind, all just because of the
Yeah.
first 3 temples. Because
Yeah.
that Deku shield burned.
Yeah,
and
dude.
there's the Jew at the front of the.
Okay, for those who don't know, in Ocarina of Time, Zelda,
He's a Jew.
in the fire temple, you have a wooden shield. If anything fire in the fire temple touches you, your shield burns up.
Yeah.
And the only way to get another one is to leave the entire place and go completely across the map. Now, we've realized there is what we call the Jew, who are these little forest creatures that you can hit with your shield to buy things. Now, the kicker is...
You win the fight against them, and they want you to buy some shit for some reason. I don't understand. I don't know how that
They
works.
give you a bargain.
it's not a fucking deal, okay? But
It's deal or no deal.
You
Well,
know,
it costs
like-
26, alright?
like, what is this? You know? But yeah, and then
It was a good time.
the one at the front, the Jew at the front left of that temple, or the Dongo's Cavern, you need a fucking Deku shield to like subdue him, and then you talk to him, and then he wants to sell you a Deku shield, so you can't go buy the Deku shield unless you have a fucking Deku shield. So it's
It was
the
a
most
long
retarded
night.
thing ever.
But it was fun though. It took us about 13 hours. Played by our own kind of rules. A lot of fun though.
Took 15.
Yeah. Definitely some good stuff though.
Yeah.
got
Well,
some-
why don't you go with your favorite game, Sam?
So,
What-
yeah.
My favorite system ever is N64. Okay, go ahead.
That's fair enough.
No, it's just funny. Is it's something. N64 is one of those ones where everyone kind of has a favorite game on it in some form,
Yeah,
but not that many of them sold. Is the funny part.
Mhm.
totally.
It was actually a humbling experience for Nintendo.
Yeah, like they had.
It was like 32 million ish.
I think it was higher. It was like 60 something like that.
I'll look it over.
It was like 60 million, but when you compare it to how stuff's selling today, they just had high quality stuff on it. That's
Right.
what made it good for anyone who played it. Favorite stuff. I've been a Nintendo fan my entire life. Pretty much anything by Nintendo I will play at some point. I also own a PlayStation. Good times. Good Uncharted. Anything by Quantum Dreams. Always a good time. A couple sports games as well.
That's the most well-placed chuckle ever.
33 million.
33 million. So yeah, other than that, we're just very interested, and I love playing this type of games. Favorite games of all time. Depending on what happens with Black Flag, we'll see if Assassin's Creed
Yes.
stays at the top. I was not a fan of Assassin's Creed 3. I know a lot of people were, and a lot of people weren't.
It had mixed reviews.
Yeah.
They
simple as
they
that.
definitely cut some corners.
That's
I will say
that's
that.
the beauty of games. That some people will love them, some people not. You know, that's how it goes.
Totally.
Other than that, Pokemon will always be number 2. That is one of the few games I will wake up at 6 a.m. just to go to Target and go buy the new one and play it all day.
Nice.
Why would you not just go at midnight?
Because they don't have
Probably.
midnight releases for Pokemon.
Nope.
Because it's considered a kid's game, so they won't have a midnight release for it.
So they have a 6 a.m. release.
No, it's just when like Target or Walmart opens. Actually last time when Black came out like 4 years ago, there was actually a good amount of people out front of Target. When me and my buddy went to go get it.
Which game?
Pokemon.
Pokemon Black.
Yeah. Other than that,
Well, speaking of assassins, Tyler is also a big fan of
I'm an
assassins.
assassin.
Yeah, he's an assassin.
That,
He
that,
just
that
is
was, that's
an
the
assassin.
inference
Like
right now.
he's
Yeah.
not.
He
Tyler,
is
why don't you
the
go ahead,
assassin.
buddy?
T-Deck the assassin.
Favorite system of all time
Crap.
is my Nintendo 3DS.
Nice. Go Tyler.
Okay, well, I've been gaming for a long time.
Yeah, you have.
Ever since my mom gave me a Game Boy when I didn't even ask for it.
Nice.
And since then, it's never been the same. But my favorite games are probably... Well, speaking of Pokemon, I've always loved Pokemon since the day
Tyler,
it came to America.
Tyler, we should totally do a Let's Play.
We should.
Come
That'd
on.
be
Times.
sweet.
We
Come
should
on.
we should do like some verses.
An emulator.
Yeah, no,
An
I'm.
emulator versus would be best, I think.
Oh no, I have a couple challenge ideas, but whatever.
Some other
Come out later.
favorite games that come to mind, probably Kingdom Hearts.
Hard to hate. Hard to hate.
Assassin's Creed for sure. I'm really looking forward to Watch Dogs. Just gotta
Yeah.
get that out of the way now.
I think.
I don't know.
I always get
Watch
hyped
Dogs
up.
look pretty cool.
I always get hyped up about one game like every year.
Yep.
And that's like
Well, I
my
mean, that's
game
kind of
for
how
me.
everyone was. I mean, that's what Infinite was supposed to be last year, and then it took another 6 months to come out.
Right.
And for the and
But it was sick.
Still
and it's lived up to
so
the hype.
good.
And it's lived up to the hype. I personally don't believe it's game of the year, but I think it is number 2. I
Yeah.
think it is the second best game to come out this year.
Totally.
And we'll see what happens with Watch Dogs and The Last of Us. Coming out in a couple of weeks. Anyway, go ahead.
So yeah, I mean, I love gaming on every platform: PS, Xbox, PC Master Race, you name it. Man, what other favorite games do I have? Probably Uncharted.
Yeah.
I really dig Uncharted.
Uncharted is just so good. It's so hard to hate.
I've always loved Halo. Some people hate it, I know, but I've always had a soft spot for it.
Why? Okay, can I ask why people love, say, Call of Duty, but there's no real hate for it other than making fun of it, but Halo has hate in some form.
I don't
I
get
think
that.
Call of Duty
I-
has a lot of hate, really.
Yeah, nowadays for sure.
After
Like
Modern
back in the
Warfare
day,
3,
not really, but
Honestly, after 3 is
Yeah.
when it started.
Well, Call of Duty 4
started
was so
coming out
good, no
pretty
one
bad.
could hate it, but
I
That's
think it
when
was.
they
Yeah, I think
started
it was
just-
after 4. Like
that's when they just started doing the same thing.
World at War was the.
Oh, come
was
on,
the
dude.
death
That was
of
the
them.
greatest reveal trailer
Oh, World at War
ever.
was actually good. Not for
It
as
was
the
good.
gameplay, it was more for the
Zombies.
zombies. That's
Yeah.
why it was good.
That
Right.
changed a lot of games.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's
because now
true.
everything
yeah.
involves a horde mode or some type of survival mode.
That's
you know?
very true.
You
That's
see
very
in like
true.
shit like Mass Effect's like main multiplayer is a survival mode.
Totally.
Those
Yeah.
are my favorite kind of.
Even Gears had a
modes.
copy
I
of
love
that.
working
Yeah, Gears
with
actually
people.
did for a while. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
it is
like
Word.
towards a common goal.
It's always great fun.
3?
Yeah, man.
It's good to get drunk and.
Yeah.
Drunk
That's
gamers is definitely
speaking
funny.
of getting drunk and doing horde. We have a Gears of War 3 podcast coming out.
Let's play.
Yeah, let's
Or sorry, Let's Play coming
yeah,
out
it's us attempting after not
to
playing
win some horde.
for a
And
while.
there's some avail, but
It was good.
not 100%.
Yeah, definitely not 100, but it was still good.
What's my favorite system?
Yes.
So it's a tough decision.
What is
Like,
your favorite system now, Deck?
Either PS2 or. Man, I have a soft spot for the GameCube, even though
Yes.
it's nothing like special. Just there was a lot of. That was a good time in my life when I was. playing
There were
a lot
so
of
many
GameCube.
great games.
we'll talk about that some other time for sure. I have a lot to say about the GameCube.
We could like have a podcast about each system.
I
and
always
what
have
it means
a-
to us.
Yeah, I always have an eternal favorite, which is the PC, but that doesn't really count.
It counts. I mean,
It
nowadays.
It does count.
See, the question is that I've always had is, other than if somebody could, like, I know some big ones, but I also know a lot of them that aren't. Like, outside of like say anything made by Valve, what for PC is there that is a PC exclusive? Like StarCraft type of game, or like something that is a game changer that
Something
sells
that
a
is
shit ton
only
of units.
for-
Crisis.
That is
Quake.
not.
Crisis is one.
Crisis is
Crisis one for a long
What about
time.
Quake? I like to find online multiplayer
Yeah,
shooters.
Quake.
There was a Quake on Xbox though.
Yeah.
Team Fortress for a little bit.
Yeah, but Quake. I'm talking.
Like the first one.
I was like Quake way back.
I know, but I'm looking at
Quake.
like in today's
Okay.
world, like, because for me, what I definitely think the PC is a console, but at the same time, I look at exclusive games too. What does the PC have that I
They
can't
have a
get on
lot.
Xbox?
RTSs.
Yeah,
Warcraft 3.
I'll definitely give RT.
Starcraft.
they
I can
definitely-
think. I can think of like 100. Like, you know how there's AAA games, like
Yeah.
all of them like triple
Yeah.
B games.
Okay.
There's the Stalker games.
Yep.
There's The Witcher
Yeah.
2, which was really crazy.
Battlefield 2. Was that on Xbox?
Battlefield
or
2 was only on the PC. Like
right.
the
Oh, yeah,
console.
That was a
version
big
sucked.
game.
The console version
2042.
Yeah, that one
Which is
was
really
only
bad.
for PC. I remember that.
Gotcha.
And that game was legendary.
Yeah, for
Wait for
sure.
it.
There
And
we go.
101 Dalmatians. Story
Okay.
game.
No. You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, the reason the PC is the greatest console of all time. Freddy the Fish at Pajama Sam. All right. Going back to you, Mom.
What about Putt Putt Goes to the Moon?
Spy Fox?
Spy Fox, yes. Hell
Backyard
yes.
baseball, motherfucker.
Oh, fuck yeah.
God.
Dude,
Remember
those
that.
games. Oh my
So
god.
much fun.
That is why.
Backyard any sport is awesome.
Yes, I completely
I
agree.
love it.
Like, it actually made me like soccer, because soccer you could win like 63-0, and you're like, okay, this sport's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, dude. See, one of the things that I've always thought about with consoles is where does it? Is with a lot of the stuff that I hear with people saying, my PC's better than yours, yada yada yada. I always hear a lot. I give the advantage to modern. That's probably another reason I give a lot of credit to PCs that obviously consoles can't do.
Right.
Yeah.
Not yet.
You know.
Well, next generation's looking pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like when they release them, they'll be like almost top of the line shit.
Yeah, no, and actually, I mean, it was actually really funny. Like, probably the greatest quote ever, though, that came out. It's how I was going to get a kick out of this if you didn't read it. One of the head CEOs of Microsoft came out and said that consoles are 2 or 3 generations ahead of the PCs in gaming,
Huh?
and it was just like, bravo,
Wow.
just bravo.
Why not?
What an idiot.
I think they maybe only because of their operating system, the way it works.
Okay.
And they have some pretty weird processors that take advantage of that, but I don't know, man. You can make some crazy. If you can have a PC that does 2 graphics cards,
Yeah.
I don't see any console beating that nowadays.
Well,
Isn't there triple SLI now too?
Probably.
Like I thought I saw a picture of that.
See, well, see, the question that I have is what. Okay, I mean, we just talked about this before we go into that, though. Alex,
Yeah, Alex.
go ahead.
I don't know.
I mean, what?
I don't know.
When'd you start gaming? What do you love about
well,
it? Favorite stuff?
All right, let's see here. Me, gaming, Alex, Asian, whatever.
I
Let's
can already
see.
see what kind of games you could like.
Let's see here. Well, I'm kind of like Mike. I grew up on kind of role playing games. Actually, the first game I ever got was Crash Bandicoot, so I take it back. I wasn't even close to being role playing.
That game's awesome though.
But
Everyone
it's
loves it.
fantastic. The first console I got, I didn't go the Nintendo route. My dad got me PlayStation 1. That was the very first one.
Very cool.
I had to go to my buddies or anywhere to do like N64 or the Super Nintendo back then. But PlayStation is definitely it's the first console I ever got, and I love it. I love that brand, I guess you could say.
Yeah, and even for PlayStation was a great console.
Yeah.
Just didn't. I was actually an Xbox kid, and then 360s were a piece of junk, and I got rid of it, and
I
I
can
got a
see that.
PlayStation, and it's been amazing ever since.
Yeah.
I don't look at. I don't. Usually when you turn in a console, you trade, your soul away to something else, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Usually you regret it in some form. You're like, oh, I really miss this. I've not missed a beat.
That's why you just buy them all.
Really?
I just haven't missed a beat with Xbox.
Really?
Because a lot of the stuff that, well, no, because it's just what makes a console great to you is what you're looking for.
True enough.
And for a lot of people, it's multiplayer. And that's what draws people to an Xbox. So Sony draws people in with some very good exclusives with a powerful system still. Nintendo
Really good graphics.
Nintendo gets people with innovation with the same kind of thing. With the Zelda or Mario.
More drastic control changes
Yeah.
and all
they tweak it a little bit.
Yeah.
And then PCs, anything's possible at that point.
At that point, yeah.
Go ahead, Alex.
Sorry, yeah, but no. Anyways, I gotta make sure I watch it for my speech tomorrow. But let me see. The first game I got was Final Fantasy, so I'm a big fan of the series. I love them all. Even 13, which is a very big disappointment in my life.
But he
They're
played
gonna
it
make it up
anyway.
They're gonna make it up to you.
They're gonna. Well, there's Final
They go
Fantasy.
through ups and downs.
There's
so.
Final Fantasy 14, which is the remake, not the remake, but the new MMO.
That's gonna
for
be-
11.
It's MMO.
Yeah, it's an MMO.
It'll be for free
Yeah, it'll be free to
It's
play
free
with
to play.
on
microtransactions.
PS4.
Every MMO should be free to play.
Yeah.
Right?
They have to.
Every company that's done free to play gets almost
They
10 times more
get
revenue
so
than
much stuff.
That's
Just because
ridiculous.
they actually appreciate, the customers appreciate
Yeah.
it. So oh, here's money because we want to help.
And actually,
Yeah, dude.
a good story of that was I had in my entrepreneurship class this year, we had a person come in and he talked about, our teacher talked about a story how a guy created an online role-playing game,
Mhm.
similar to a Warcraft type of game. And he started with a subscription charge for like $20 a month. And he had 10,000 people originally on it.
Mm-hmm.
And they ended up going bankrupt. And before he did, he put every last cent into it and decided, let's make it free to play just to draw people in because he worked so hard on it. He
Yeah.
made it free to play and made microtransactions, which is the way it's done now. And that
Right,
either for
right.
customization or you want to skip levels to get better weapons or
Right.
armor
Right.
or whatever. And that's where they make their money. And now the company's worth $10 million.
That's legit.
I see that.
So it's proven that free to play is the way to go for
Mhm.
MMOs.
So
Back to me.
Yep.
Sorry, but RPGs. So I play a lot of random ones. I remember on the actually it was RTS. It was called Vanguard Bandits, or the PS3. What am I thinking? But it's Vanguard Bandits, and then I played Xenosaga, which is a lot of fun. The Tales series, anyone knows,
Xenosaga
is a
sweet.
freaking fantastic series. They're not interlinked, but they're all really good. Then Halos, kind of like Tyler. Call of Duties are really good. Honestly, any shooting game, RTS, role playing is kind of my niche.
Yeah.
But I'll play anything. Like Sam knows, I'll play anything.
Or at least give it a shot.
Or give it a shot for sure. Sam's
Yeah.
the same way. I'm sure everyone actually here is the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we may not all like things. Everyone knows here I'm not the biggest shooter fan, but I can
Mhm.
still respect oh yeah, I can see why it's successful or why
Hello
people
Kitty
like
Island
playing it.
Adventure.
Hell yeah!
Hell
Let's play.
yes.
Let's play.
Let's
Get drunk
play.
as hell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That would
Drunk
actually
as
be
fuck.
one
That'll
of
be
the
the point. What is that? I can see it.
I think that would probably be one of the funniest drunk plays of all time.
But nice name.
Or
Anyways.
Lego Island. Do you guys remember that game?
No.
Oh my god, yes.
Lego Island
Okay,
was
no,
fucking
Anyone-
awesome.
I owned it for the Game Boy, and I think I beat it like 8 times. Like legit.
They had it for the Game Boy?
Yeah, I don't know
Oh.
How, but I had it for my Game Boy. Whenever anybody mentions it, I always think about shooting pizzas to this guy in the forest.
Yes. Yes, dude. That you probably had the second one.
I don't know, maybe.
I'm pretty sure there was a second one.
Well,
And
there's
the
a
first
lull.
one was
Anyway,
on-
Alex, finish up.
While there's a lull. Sorry, I'm taking a long time.
Sorry.
Hey, whatever, dude.
We're kind of interrupting.
But anyways,
Well, relevancy.
there's. Let me see what I'm playing now. I'm replaying Final Fantasy X.
Yes.
T-Deck is not finished.
He's in the
We're
process.
leading him through it.
Yep.
It's
He
been a
will
good
do
journey.
it by the end of summer, without a doubt.
I've been playing a lot of League of Legends too, actually, because I just bought PC courtesy of T-Deck.
Yes.
he had actually made it for me, and it's fantastic. I appreciate it. I'm playing a lot of League of Legends actually, and I'm waiting for The Last of Us to come out in a few weeks here. And that will probably be the next game I'll play. And then actually Metro
That's gonna be epic.
is also another game I want to play. And then eventually in the fall, there's going to be 2 Souls for the PS3 that we're going to play. And honestly, that's it for me. There's a bunch of random JRPGs. I won't mention them because I don't know. I don't really remember the name of them. I haven't written down. I want to play, but yeah. So that's all about me. That's it. It's
That's
so
good.
much fun.
Yeah, man.
Very nice.
And then also, I forgot to mention what I was playing recently.
Oh, right.
The last few weeks here, I've actually played quite a few. With right now, I'm just playing on my 3DS with. I'm just going back to Super Mario 3D Land, classic, obviously.
Mhm.
And other than that, I played Sleeping Dogs. For me, I'm actually not a fan of open world GTA-esque games, but it was actually a very, very interesting game, very fun.
Heard it was solid.
Yeah, it's a very solid 8.59 game. it's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's
Mhm.
pretty fun. I did play the Cave. Cave is very unique and clever, but it gets a little repetitive towards the end. But of course, it's a $15 game that I got for free, so not a big deal. So nothing too much. And other than that, Tyler, I'm be introducing Tyler this summer to a bunch of 3DS stuff,
Yes.
and it should be a lot of fun.
I'm gonna be playing some Fire Emblem.
Yeah,
See
buddy.
how that goes.
Yeah, buddy. And
We're
Tyler,
gonna play some Wind Waker too.
Yeah, and I was gonna mention Tyler and I this summer, like Mike and I just did an Ocarina run. Tyler and I are actually gonna do a Wind Waker run this
And
summer.
I'll try and do it with you
Yeah.
guys like on my emulator.
That'd be awesome.
be so lonely.
Mm.
Well, you guys
You
are
can hang out with
you
Cooper.
guys are playing Final Fantasy X, right?
Yeah, but they're way far ahead, and they actually might finish before I get there to the point.
Well, he has 3 days left.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna finish. Like I'm just gonna say that right now. but-
Right. All right. Well, then I could have finished with them.
Yeah, and again, I have all summer for Wind Waker. Wind Waker takes about a week
Yeah, true enough.
to beat everything.
Ooh, and StarCraft for me. I like StarCraft.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
RTS is
Starcraft.
It's so much fun.
Starcraft is
But
awesome.
yeah. So we've got some Let's Plays coming out. We're gonna do another podcast with the comparison of the Xbox One and the PS4.
Can we also include the Wii U into the conversation?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
totally
totally.
Because
still,
it is
the
next
next
gen.
gen.
It is.
Yeah.
You have to look at all 3 major consoles.
I think we should start with that.
Well, if
Because
you
we know
think
more
about
about it.
The PS3 is super powerful, and really no games haven't really utilized its full potential
Not even
yet.
close.
Right.
And the Wii U is more powerful than that, so
Yeah.
it can still do a lot of shit.
It's just, and again, it's worth the conversation. I'm throwing it in there, obviously, as a Nintendo junkie, but also that we're talking about next gen consoles.
True.
And
Yeah.
we should definitely look at all of them or
Oh,
see
yeah.
what the
Yeah,
positives
yeah.
are for them, what are the negatives. We all know about Microsoft's marketing strategy with the Xbox, and that's where gamers are hating them.
Yeah.
Cool.
We will see you guys, or you will hear us talk for about 15
You will
minutes
see our
next time.
vocal
Cool.
Unless your
cords.
vocal thing is-
You will experience the vocal cords that is Infinite Side Quest.
The lovely, lovely vocal.
Well, thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening, boys.
Bye.
Later.